Hey, Kuro. Gonna be a bit of a quiet one.
Robachio.
In fact, I don't know how long this is gonna last. Hey, codename. Yeah, I tried to get some sleep between, like, the streams to like, get a nap, but I couldn't get a nap. And I'm realizing that, like, I'm actually almost too tired to keep my eyes open at the moment. Hopefully I'll perk up a bit. I don't want to drink any coffee or anything. I've had too many coffees recently. Yeah, like I don't want to, like...
Dude, I thought you would take a night off since you streamed early.
Yeah, like, well, literally codename... like, it's not, you're sort of a subset of the issue here in that, like... No, that's the wrong way to say it, but, like... I shouldn't do a bonus stream that takes away from my regular streaming time. That's really fucking selfish of me, in a sense. Even though, like, that's not really how it works, I guess. But, like, in, like, a sense, like, in the sense that I do want to do this in a professional capacity, it is very unprofessional. And while I'm not the height of professionality at the best of times, like, I still think it's worth...
I was joking.
No. Like, obviously, no. Like, it's not about it. Like, I don't feel bad for you specifically. It's actually something that plays on my mind when I do something like that, where I'm like, well, shit, that was actually like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I should have like, if I was going to do that stream, I should have done it at the regular stream time. And just said, well, I'm going to take a break from Lobotomy Corporation tonight.
Codename, okay, wow, if I should be offended or like laugh.
Look, just stop talking because you're not important in the context of this conversation. No, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, literally, it is just like a... I would, you know what it is? I would be low-key annoyed.
Codename, I'm not important.
No, that was the joke in that case.
Codename, Smile will trap you with words.
That was the... I was memeing. Apparently badly. But, like, I would personally be a little bit annoyed if a streamer did what I did. If there was a streamer I watched and he did what I did, which is stream at a weird ass fucking time. Well, I'm not that relentlessly cruel. I wouldn't actually say you're not important. You're literally the person who's given me the most money for this entire endeavor. That makes you numero uno. You're the person I'm selling out to. Instead of playing Elite Dangerous.
Codename, I am just relentlessly cruel.
Hey, Civil Cornball, hello.
Civil Cornball, hello again.
How is life treating you? I will say Elite Dangerous went quite well, and there will be at least some Elite Dangerous in the future. I'll probably go Elite Dangerous for a week or so after I'm done with the Lobotomy Corporation, which should be, fingers crossed, fairly soon. Because I think Lobotomy Corporation is actually getting a little bit long in the tooth.
Civil Cornball, decently.
But the...
Codename Carrot, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've had 52 H of it in the past week.
But... yeah, once I finish up this, I'll be glad to move on. Like, I love Lobotomy Corporation. I don't necessarily like the way they've done the last little bit here, and maybe that's just because I'm a bitch. Like, that is a entirely reasonable suggestion that it is me being a bitch. But, I guess, like, at the end of the day, I sort of feel like I'm more invested in, like, the visual novel side of this game than the gameplay side. I think the gameplay side is serviceable and has some good ideas, but I'm really in it for the story. Actually, I had
If you need help in anything, just
two
ask.
incredibly helpful people in the stream earlier today. Well, one of them I already knew. But two people that helped me out a lot in the Elite Dangerous stream. Things went really quite well. There was some UI like quibbles, I guess. Yeah, I like it.
Codename I like LC for the best theme, honestly.
Like it's at this point in the game, like where I'm too powerful for days where nothing big is happening to be fun, but then the days where something big happens, I just find frustrating. So it feels like that's sort of on me. Like, it's hard for me to blame the game. I'm not blaming the game. Like, it's just how I feel, I guess, about the situation. As I'm playing it. Is that, like... You know what? We can pause.
Codename, did you find voice attack useful?
Yes, it was quite useful, although there's stuff I unbound from it because it was... Well, like, I had to supplement it a bit. With some other, like I had to keybind more than I wanted to. Because panically screaming, stop FSD, cancel FSD, disengage FSD, engage FSD to try and cancel it. Like, when I'm burning up in the heart of a fucking sun because my FSD is overheating me and I can't actually use the FSD because I'm on, the mode where it has to be pointing at the object to go into FSD, but like the object is on the other side of the fucking sun that I'm stuck inside of, so I can't FSD out. So I'm just stuck there gaining heat from my FSD and I can't jump. I need to
I muddle my words to Muik. I more use it as an assist and rely on hotkeys in my skills with flight winking.
Targeting. I think targeting is the thing I need to get good at doing because I think it's targeting solution. The voice activation as a targeting solution is less than ideal. It's okay for saying lock target. Like I will probably just keep using it for lock target. Green noon, robot time. That's fine. But like it's but the my brain's gone bad and I forgot what I was saying. Lock target. Oh yeah, but like in a situation where there's a bunch of people, like I just need to work out the voice commands.
I find simple commands to be best with VA, or just casual banter with the AI that you can unlock.
Yes, actually, I saw that. I looked up a cheat sheet and I saw that you have to activate the casual banter mode, so I'll probably turn that on. Although I don't know whether that's going to work streaming because it might like start taking what I'm saying as me wanting to talk to it when I'm just talking to you guys. But I'll work that out next time I play. I will say being in VR is a little bit tiring. Like my legs and neck's a bit sore, and like immediately I'm coming out of VR, I was like, oh god, I'm exhausted. But it's certainly the way to play that game. Like it's probably the main one of the major games I've played at this point with VR where I've gone like, this experience is significantly better than VR.
Only occasionally was confused.
Okay. I'll try it anyway. But even just stuff like pulling out landing gear and stuff. Like I like it for that. Just being able to say like drop landing gear or it's not drop landing gear, it's extend land. I keep forgetting the actual word. But like putting landing gear out. Or like getting landing clearance, it's so much faster just to tell it to do it than fuck around with the... Like, it would be too many... I'd rather have stuff that you generally don't use in a frantic state be done with voice acting, with voice control, so that I don't have to learn a bunch of bindings. Because if I have to, like, do shift bindings, I will 100% get confused and...
Codename, my main issue with her is that when I say eat and she thinks I say heat, then lol.
Right, well, shit. Okay, so let's try this. You. Run to the other side of the facility. Shiori. Demonic. Where's Shiori? There we go. You lot... Get the fuck down here and suppress this. You lot should...
On my hoters I have a spare button for double button bindings.
Yeah, see, the thing is though, like, yes, I could do double binding buttons, but I'm very bad at doing that. Like, in every instance where I've tried that, okay, you need to run the fuck away though. Okay, you need to run away. He didn't run away very well. Mason's dead. Is there something else out? No, it's just this. If we just lost one person, that's fine.
Codename, I limit it to buttons that are inch, but if so, like my D-pad is normally for the power distribution, but my shift D-pad is for UI panels.
Actually, power distribution is one that I really prefer having, having her on. Like, it's just easier to tell her to do that. Over, like, messing about though. Like, that sort of thing is... There's a robot alive somewhere. Also, was Mason the only one that died? Yes, whatever then. Huh. The...
Codename, my micro, my power for combat smile.
Yeah, maybe like... Maybe I'll change on that. But like right now, so the thing that I'd usually put power control on, which is the hat switch, I'm using that for thrust control. And I prefer to have the additional thrust control as opposed to the power distribution, where I'm likely only going to be switching between like, I'm not gonna be, I don't know, maybe as I get better at the game, I'll wanna switch more than just switching to weapons, and shields, and occasionally engines, like, as we go, rather than, like, min-maxing them. I remember in Wing Commander, of all things, I did used to use it quite extensively. During battle. But... especially at the moment, like at the moment, the things I'm fighting, I don't need it. And if I do need it, what I'll probably do there is I'll put a shift button for that. I can probably put a shift button for that and be okay. Just hold down a button and do that. It's where I start having to press two buttons over, like, and remember where those buttons are that I'll start, like, messing up. But I can probably do it fine with just the switch. A switch button, I know where I'd put it, and then put the hat switch as the divert power around, so I could do that. I probably should start doing that. I'll still probably use voice command.
So the thing is, I fight enemies that are over a level to me, because I fight with my friend who is dangerous rank in combat.
Okay. Yeah, at the moment I'm fighting things that, like, barely fight back. Like, because I'm just solo bounty hunting, basically. And like, they're embarrassing. The enemies are embarrassing.
Codename, I do play in a Furday Lance, which is arguably the best medium fighter ship.
What?
Sana, oh ha ha, you funny man, you funny man. This is comedy gold. Oh ha ha, I get it. Don't know about this one boss without a coma. You deserve it.
No, it's fine. The title of the stream. It took me a second, yeah. The title. I don't know about this one boss.
Codename ET.
Or I don't know about this one boss. So I don't know about this one boss is like... I don't... Anyway. Because of the AI, it doesn't matter. I didn't actually mean that, San Zan Zan. Yeah. And also, I don't know about this
That's
one
an
boss.
expression.
As in
Don't
this
know about this
particular
one
boss.
San, the joke has been explained.
Yeah. It wasn't the joke, I just forgot to put the comma in. I could take credit for it. You know what that joke is? That's your joke, San Zan Zan. You're the one that made that joke. I didn't make that joke, you made it. I was literally just saying, like, I don't know about this stream boss because I'm falling asleep a bit because of the quote-unquote bonus stream I did earlier. I'd like to at least try. You know what? We're gonna get an attempt at being her down. Regardless.
Lavager the punster. San the pun master.
Am I? I don't think. There's no way I've gotten a reputation for puns, right?
Pun pun two sugoi pun pun sugoi pun pun two sugoi pun pun sugoi pun pun two.
You know, I blame you for that code name. Was it? Yeah, I think it was you. The gifted sub to San Zan Zan has unleashed a terrible thing upon my channel.
San, yes.
You're enabling San Zan Zan's
San, thanks again. Codename.
pun fetish. We lost one person, but it was only Mason, and I don't care about Mason. Let's just leave. 1 dead out of 49. 98% survival rate.
Codename.
I mean, there's a certain synonymy there. Synonymy? Synonymousness? Synchronicity? There's a certain synchronicity there between the two ideas. By funding my career, you've unleashed it to... Anyway. No, it's not synonymy.
Codename synonymy.
Is it? Let me just check. Maybe it is synonymy. Actually, I think the word I wanted doesn't exist. Synonymy.
Codename posted a link.
Yeah, okay, you could say synonymy for what I was saying. Anyway, there's a certain,
Codename.
just as you've done before, although the energy you've collected, you'd be wrong to say it, but you would be getting the idea across in a,
Codename Twitch didn't like this link.
No, it didn't. Although the energy you've collected will not be supplied to the outside, doesn't mean we've read this. You told me to sacrifice all your body without hesitation. Would you have made the same choice if you knew that we'd end up like this? I always ask myself that. This is a no man's land, the place of silence. Most employees that visit and stay here lose their mind and embrace oblivion. It's been a long time since I had a proper conversation with someone. Maybe you were confused with the idea that I'm the only resident here, but there is in fact a companion of mine that passes the eternity with me. Let me introduce her to you. You created the bucket by reconstructing, dividing, and proliferating Carmen's body, and you managed to extract Kogito, the so-called fluid of life and death. At first, only a small dose could be extracted, but enigmatically that fluid started to gush out infinitely and has now formed a pool. Can you see her? She's watching us from underneath the spring. When everything becomes too burdening, I quietly stare into the bottom. Have fun. I feel as if she and I were the only two in the world when I do so. Sometimes it feels as if I'm clicking through the words too fast and don't read them all. She's talking to me. Even though that's all that's left of her, even though that's all that left of her is an amalgamation of flesh, brain, neurons, and unknown tentacles drifting beneath the spring. What the fuck? Someone injected herself with Cogito following her own principles, and someone else went mad for witnessing what happened. Another gave up his body and fell into a state of limbo, unable to live or die, and the one that couldn't persevere herself through all of this ended up confessing everything to the head. This is a collaboration of despair that you and her created. You still aren't qualified to look at the bottom of the spring. To do so, you must look directly towards the path you travel. Do you seek redemption, or do you seek to redeem me along with all those others that are trapped here? Whatever it is, maybe you think that saving this facility from sin as you have planned will fix everything for you. Just think for a moment, even you who hasn't left this facility for such a long time, you should be aware that people are hopelessly being killed by abnormalities in other branches even as we speak. It's not just them, all the wings have their own painful stories repeated perpetually. In the nest, the back streets, the ruins, the outskirts. A pain much greater than what you have seen here prevails in the world. I have observed everything conscientiously,
for I did change verbs, adjectives and adverbs into nouns like that. It's actually a way to make writing seem more pompous.
Yes. I didn't obsess... now is not the time for my lamentation of my youth as a liberal arts student. I didn't obsess myself with an unreachable ideal to lock myself up in a cramped room like you. The world you looked up at and the one I looked down upon are that much different. Morning, demonic. Morning, morning. Oh god, it's a bad sign. When life starts getting bad, I start hearing the Ministry of Silly Walks in my head. You've captured me alive and tortured me to my heart's content, but still we are sunken into despair. And someone will place me as one of the arbiters of the head, swinging their claws at people like you. Even if you were to break the cycle somehow, it would be perfectly, completely useless as an affair. Broken wings will outstretch anew. The brief resistance will be forgotten soon, and people will continue living, not for a purpose nor a dream, but rather simply because they cannot die. Sounds good to me, boss. You may think that you've brought me down, yet as I can see it, I'm still at the peak, looking down upon you lot while you writhe like insects. She so frequently breaks though that it's a pleasure when she speaks. It's not like either of us saying anything interesting. I'll think about it. I might just like... It only ever comes up when I'm reading like this. Usually I wait for her to finish. It's just because I don't want to break the flow of reading. I eagerly wait for the moment you fall into despair after realizing this cycle of pain will never end. I want to see you kneel before the might of destiny, resigning yourself to fate. Go on, slowly, despair and succumb to your fate. Try to resist to the very end, and ultimately break yourself. As the last bits of your resistance melt away, we shall be the subterranean water that quietly flows underneath the earth. She was mortally wounded by Carly, but she was our only way out. It was a miracle that we captured her alive. We were too far down the road, filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. How to avoid the head's pursuit, the means to join the ranks of the wings, and the way for us with the few to survive. It was impossible to figure those out on our own. She was hardly breathing, but her encephalon was still active. That was all we needed. I just waited for TTS Chan to speak then, and she didn't. Because you did the thing. Well...
Codename More Than. More Than I swear I'm like both a 3-year-old and a 30-year-old trapped in a 19-year-old's body.
Please look forward to being both of those trapped in a 40-year-old body someday. Ha ha ha. We probe through her head like we did to Karma. We search for a way out. After that, we arduously gather up every single bit of those deformed pieces. The sentinel who guards the gates of hell must always be in despair. Such despair that cannot even fall to the depths of hell. Alright, we've got a Bina suppression. It's probably a setting I can disable. No, I'm not 40. I'm 30. I'm 32. 33. I'm 32.
Codename Year 40.
I'm 30. I'm 32. 90. I'm 32, turning 33 in 4 months. I had to do the math. It gets harder to remember every time. You know what sucks? Sure, he's going to lose a whole crap ton of stats because of this core suppression. Okay.
I lost track of my age, but I know I'm not the Tulbury. Civil corn ball, good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I think this is why I'm worried about the stream, because I'm not in a brain well state. I can't brain well think. My brain juice ain't flowing well. And this is gonna be bad. Okay, what we're gonna do is back up the save. And we will... I mean, there's no reason to back up the save, really. I'm still gonna do it. One of the major reasons I used to back up the save doesn't really apply anymore, because we can undo the White Knight thing if we need to in the final days. I would really have just preferred to remove him completely, though. But still, having these backups is almost certainly a good thing in case something goes horribly wrong. So, app data, local load, project emu. Seven zip. Before Bina suppression. Okay. Let's just go. We'll probably lose the first time. We got lob to spend, but I don't want to bother just yet. Oh, she is cute as fuck. Ooh, look at her. Okay, let's send the proper gank squad after her. And start moving other people into... We should move everyone into elevators, I think. That way we can move them out of the way of any sort of blasts. I don't want to send everyone at her, I think. We'll see.
Posted a link.
It might be the case that I do want to send everyone at her. Okay, we've failed already. Yeah, I think we do want to send everyone at her. I don't know, because she does weird things. Let's just go for it. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I think this is why I'm worried about this stream, because I'm not... Yeah, it looked bad.
She opposed the element.
The problem is that she does freaky base-wide stuff as well, I think. I really do feel like I'm gonna end up stopping this stream really early. Or something, maybe even... I might even... let's... grab everyone, send them here. I might even like... Okay, see, this is the problem.
Completely blind at this point.
She does meltdowns. Like, she does... And I don't understand these meltdowns. Can't do anything about that.
Codename, she needs to chill.
Like, I don't want to use that. But maybe that's why she has, maybe that's to do with the resistances, like as you do these things, the resistances break or something. Like he's gonna break out. We should just, Anastasia, you can handle him. Easy. But like, she's already at minus 10%, and there are severe meltdowns all across the facility. So we can't send everyone after her because we need to have people up here to do these other meltdowns. Look, like you've taken a shitload of damage already. Okay. Yeah, see this shit? Also, everyone's gonna get hit by this. He's already broken out. This... is troublesome. Yeah, not now, boss. I don't care. Maybe we just accept that every single...
I would say attempt to gank her to see how she reacts and how long it would take.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, wait. Pause. At least we can pause. Everyone go, for now. And then when she starts doing shit, we just need to run. But there's nowhere for us to run. Also, she's like... taking very little damage. Despite the fact that... there must be a trick to her, surely. Well, we lose. They're real time. I don't know. I don't know about this. What we could do... This might just be the... like, it could just be the end of the game for me. Not like in a bitchy way, just like in a... I'm not sure that I can... We'll see, maybe there's... something we can do. It's gonna move everyone to here.
You think this or red mist is worse?
What was red mist? No, red mist was easy compared to this. This is a fucking nightmare. Red mist was a cake. A red mist I immediately saw that I was going to be okay with eventually. This I'm like, I don't know. But I think we literally just let everyone escape. Every anomaly in the facility escape. While we wait for her to get closer. Does she get damaged by abnormalities? If she gets damaged by abnormalities, I have got one way to get through this.
Codename like kill her by Abanos.
Does she get damaged? We'll be able to tell in a second. Even if it's a little bit of damage, it's fine. I can just go away. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
Civil coring ball, make sure that they actually die.
Okay, go. I think our best bet is to fight her near...
Civil corn ball, I'm pretty sure they fixed this cheese for this boss fight.
No damage? Oh, then
Civil
I don't know how to do it.
Ball, no damage.
I can't even see what she's fucking doing.
Civil Cornball, you got to fight her for real.
I don't think I do though. Like...
Codename, it's not cheese. It's a valid strategy.
I literally can't see what's going on with it. With her. When we go in to attack her. Which means I can't, like...
Civil Cornball, yo, I didn't expect to time that. Demonic, that health is going down so slowly, coinciding every single person in the level is railing on it.
I'm thinking there's something to do with the meltdowns and her weaknesses. Maybe. So I see what she does. Anything? Like, I don't know what does the game want me to do? Like, what's the thing the game wants me to do? I guess.
Codename, immense amount of beacon HP at 4000 and must be suppressed 3 times by depleting their beacon HP bar to be defeated completely.
Like, what's the game want? What's the...
times.
What's the path to victory? I just, I'm not being a bitch yet. I just don't actually get, like, the...
Codename 3.
I don't see what the... Like, okay, so, like, White Knight... White Knight is beyond my ability. Right? But I could see what you're supposed to do. I don't actually understand what is supposed to happen here. She does area attacks across the entire facility. The entire row. She constantly makes shit melt down, so you can't gank her. Even if you could gank her, if you throw everyone against her, you can't see shit, and like, she just murders you because you can't see shit.
Civil Cornball, use your team to combat her. Demonic, the only thing I can think of is play normally, but I've like 5 people with Afra tier go after her.
It's not gonna work. I can see like what the like that. There's too many things.
Demonic, anything lower is probably not even hurting, cause damage resists form tiers. Codename less than, maybe bait and switch.
I don't know, because it does damage across the entire...
Civil Cornball, taking out a set of coloured meltdowns will weaken her.
Okay. So there is a thing there. That's what I thought might have been the case. I still don't... I don't know how we're gonna do that. The fact that I'll check that out. I certainly don't think I'm going to be able to, like, even process it in this current state I'm in. But even at full capacity, I'm not sure. If she... Like, it's the massive... It's the massive AoE attack that, like... To me, obviously... We send these...
I'm looking at wiki and there are different meltdown types for this.
Okay. Okay, she shoots out. We got Meltdown of Dark Fog. Gold Meltdown. The problem is there's so many things in this fucking facility that I don't want to touch.
Civil Corn Ball. Maybe you just got to reset and get a bunch of WAW gear.
I have... Everyone is in WAW gear. There's no one in under WAW gear. Not a single person. I did that, I guess. I think I might just sacrificed him to that, but whatever. I want to see how much it weakens her. If I do every single one. Even this.
Civil Corn Ball, huh? Demonic Temp Chang's resist form 0.1 all to 2.0 for a small time. Codename, so doing the white ones reduces her protection, and the gold one stuns her.
I need to get to her before she drops.
Codename also third phase disables pause, obviously.
I'm not going to get there in time.
Demonic failing to get rid of gold ones will instant heal her health.
And we're just going to wear it, I guess. Like, this is gonna suck. Oh, that was the other one. So that should be every single one of them, right? Has someone in it. You should stop singing. Yep, we did it too soon. He's dead. Okay. Did I miss one?
I'm reading his team thread on this fight. Demonic, is it ignored?
I don't know now. Also, where am I? Oh, god damn it, they're all down there. No, it's not ignoring the clerks. Okay. Okay.
Demonic Sue play normally with a small team going after
Suppressed
her.
once.
Wow.
I thought there had to be something wrong because I usually when I can't see any path to victory, I've missed something, you know? Alright, well, he's gonna proc.
Codename This Music Heart.
Anastasia's dead. Someone else is gonna be dead as well, actually. You know what? Galena, you're gonna be dead. Let's make sure we get all of them. We're gonna lose a lot of people doing this one, I think.
Civicorn Ball. Apparently all abnormalities should be immune to the meltdowns from filling the bar.
From filling the bar. Oh, yeah, well, the bar's not even filling. Actually, okay, so you need to be done by you again. So as to not kill him. We got everything? Without regard for how... Like, we're just gonna throw agents at this, I guess.
Civicorn Ball also. It takes a little for the cross-facility attacks to hit. I assume this means that they can be dodged if the agents are constantly running around.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't get all of them.
Demonic, so once you do the 3 kill you can train on this level. Para, wait a minute to do that.
God damn it, it's... Oh, I'm too tired to be doing this. Okay, I think I can get a victory of this mission, but we're gonna lose a shitload of people and resources. And the problem with that is it's gonna cascade into... I know what I'll have to do. I'll have to return to repository and grind out a bunch of weapons before the final push. That being said, I think this time we have gotten everything. I think also we want to grab everyone and pull them back off her until we weaken her. We'll pull them up to here. Actually, what we...
On the bright side, after this one's done, you will never lose equipment anymore.
Push up to here. Are any of you long range? You're long range, right? So I want you to keep firing on her for now. Because I wanted to turn around. The rest of you pop up here. I don't even know what you're doing here. You shouldn't be part of this squad. We should grab, like, someone else. It's better at video games. Like, who's not doing something that's... right now that can join this squad? That's good. Like, Yui. You got a mountain of smiles thing. You can help. God damn it, we missed a can of well cheese as well. So get on that. Okay, I came up and checked. Charlotte's not good enough. Shows a Yumi. Get her across to here as well. And... Are you currently doing anything? I can stop you from doing something, right? Yeah, you can. Eden can come over and help. Okay, and that should be fine. Oh, so those are... That's not all at once. Okay, get on it. Punishing birds out. We're gonna call the bunnies on him. Everyone get out of the facility. I'm gonna need to wait a second to call the bunnies on him though. Who are you being... Who's... You know... Finn. Go do that. You can't. You, Commissar. Go do that. We need a faster turnaround time. So is it progressive damage we're doing to her, or is it all just all at once? I mean, like right now, she's not. Nothing's happening here. Well, let's get over this side. Wait, no. Okay. I think she just got stunned. Is the person who has the heart dead yet? No. Who had the fucking heart? I need you to like... Oh wait, no, it's not heart. It's tree sap. We're good. We're all good. It's the exploding one. Okay. Anyone here in... Everyone run. Oh! Well, fuck you then. I'm sick of this mechanic. I'm sick of this mechanic. Anytime. Yui's not there. The game is like, nah, fuck you though. I'm so sick of not being able to pause. Have we got actual... so sick of it.
Codename, you thought Dark Souls was hard.
It's not
Why
about
didn't you
hard.
Try Lobotomy Corporation.
Like, it's not about it being hard. It's about, like... There's a mechanic that the game works with, and you learn to use.
Demonic, the only thing hard is a lack of information.
And it takes it away from you. And now I can't pause.
Civil Cornball LC has a pause function to abuse.
Yeah, whatever, you killed him. What?
Demonic, anything else is fake difficulty by number bloat or feels bullshit, either or.
Oh, there, she's dead. I just lose all interest. Oh, of course, Apocalypse Bird is awake. We've lost, Shiori. Even if we win at this point, like, I can't go back to... The amount of shit I have to go through to get back to where, like... Just fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you for doing this. Immune to damage, of course.
Sandbine is super
No,
cool.
like, no, she's not. Fuck it. Like, I'm actually, this is like taking away the ability to pause. Fuck you. It's okay when it did it on this guy, because that was his gimmick. It was okay when it did it on White Knight. It was okay when it did it on White Knight, because, like, oh, it's a super boss. Even Apocalypse Bird. But this, like, it's just unnecessary. It's just, you know what? It's you as a game developer saying, oh, we fucked up and our game is too easy because we put in a pause function, and people are complaining, let's make it hard by taking away the core function. One of the things in this game that I fucking love is that you can pause it and make good decisions, and it's about making decisions, not about fucking Twitch movement. It's not a fucking RTS, mate. It's a management game. You can play around with that where it makes sense. Of course, they're immune again. You can play around with that where it makes sense.
Codename, this is why.
And that's fine. But when it's your only way of making the game difficult, like at this point, it's clear that this is their only trick. The only thing they do that makes the game harder, like makes the game hard, is get rid of your pause button. That's the only way they know how to do it, because they made it too easy, or like with the pause button, and then decided that what they needed is to make things difficult.
Demonic's com.
So stupid. The exact same level of difficulty,
Codename,
I'd be
I
fine
disagree.
with. The exact same fucking level of difficulty, I'd be fine with. Like, the exact same thing happening if you could pause and make the decisions. Do the last 4 days. Do that. Are they going to take time control away from me in the last 4 days? If they are, I'm done with the game. Like, that's it. Lobotomy Corporation. I turn on it, whatever. Story was good. Mechanics were mostly good. They decided to just fuck the player instead of making it like... Like, where's the...
Codename Heyman. Look, don't push yours too much.
I'm so mad at it. Like, I'm fine if I can't do something. It's not about me not being able to do it. It's that they've got a core aspect of the game, and it's one of the things I loved about the game. And they just, like, any time they decide, like, it's... The fuck thing is it's the only thing they can do, apparently, to make... That they feel makes things hard. Because they do it on Apocalypse Bird, they do it on White Knight, they do it on this fucking suppression. Because they know that if you could just pause and take your time, you'd be able to clear it. And that's fucking fine. Like, it's okay that people can clear it. It doesn't need to be a nightmare. It can be hard, it can be punishing, it can be something that you can solve without saying you can't access your main tool in this game. Yep, we're done. We're done with the game. Day 49 does the same fucking shit again. We're done. You know how done we are? We're gonna play it through. We're gonna finish it tonight. Because when the game is this fucked, fine. Fine. I don't care anymore. I've stopped caring. I want to see the end of your story. That's all I care about. We're finishing it tonight. We'll go back to the old save because that's easier. The faster. And we're just gonna do it. So stupid. Like, I just don't care anymore. I just want to see it finished. So we're just gonna get to the end. Fucking Undertale all over again. I beat Bina. Legitimately, I guess, just then. That's my limit. That's as far as I'll go. Beating Bina, once I've beaten Bina, that's as far as I go in the game, I guess. Legitimately. It's as far as I to just anyone go that isn't a fucking 18-year-old with Twitch mechanics in a goddamn management game. No amount of eating pickles is going to help me here. Downloads. So stupid. It's not about salt, it's about, like... Why would you sit there as a game developer and go, yeah, this is how we'll do it?
This is why I hate Square Enix. I miss old turn-based games that didn't need lightning reflexes.
Like, this is beyond me going like, White Knight's too hard because I'm
need a break from this
half fucking disabled. I don't need a break for it. I need to, if I stop playing the game now, Codename, I've turned on it, I'll never finish it. I need to finish it now. We're gonna finish it tonight. We're just gonna finish it. We've entered story mode. We've entered story mode is what's happened. Agent base model, scan. Still going to be easy to do it semi-correctly, I guess. What's the fastest way down? No, we'll just send him across it. It doesn't matter. Begin core suppression. I want you to beat me with your own power. Fuck you. Right. That as well. Those are regular meltdowns. Alright. Where is she? Okay. I think we missed some. Yep. He's talking about, no, she's not. If she was dead, how can I possibly tell her to do this work? If you miss the gold shit, that's just it? No, there we go. Whatever things are escaping, it doesn't matter. I mean, at a certain point, everything's going to just escape. And then we're not going to be able to do this for other reasons. There we go. Is that all the fucking things? No, there's still some over here. Yeah, that looks like it. Now is not the time for that. Honestly, I think we're better off just doing this at this stage. Can I? Oh, of course I can't. He's going. Please, just let me speed up. Orchestra dude, you're really not helping right now with my mental state. Just finish. Thank you.
Codename emo blocking pause only works on like one thing as a gimmick rather than have the bosses in this.
Yeah, no, like I was fine with Judgment Bird and like Judgment Bird and White Knight having it. I'd really prefer White Knight didn't, based on like how hard that fight is anyway. I don't think you need to do it there, but whatever. You want to do it there because it's the ultimate secret boss. That's cool. The dude that controls time doing it, that's fine. Her doing it is too much, and having an additional fight where it happens is just like, what do you think you're making with this game? Anyway, yet another place has become a desolate wasteland in the end. Please spare me. I did everything you told me to. Don't you get any impression when the place you belong to has been reduced to ashes and dust? Since childhood, scenery such as a myriad of stars illuminating the sky, or the sun's radiant light beating down upon the earth couldn't impress me one bit. This, however, gives me a thrill that makes me thirst for more. But it is not enough. My thirst has not been quenched yet. Why are you trembling so much? Where'd the guts go to betray your very nest? Please, let me go. You got everything you wanted. The plan wasn't perfect by any means, but it wasn't all that bad either. Thanks to those that place their trust in you, we get to have this magnificent view. Trust is one of my favourite weapons, you see. It leaves a great wound, no? The sweepers will arrive soon. Where there's trash, they'll be on time to gather it up. It's a symbiotic relationship, so to speak. We're too busy to take care of all the dregs. No, please. Ah yes, that face. Anything but the sweepers, please. That vivid expression in your face is a testament to life. My two best companions, silence and the metallic scent of black tea. Wouldn't you agree? Now the next stop is that place. It's rather displeasing that I have to depend on the information from some orange-haired girl, but the weak and the vulnerable tend to yield greatly valuable information. What kind of faces will you show me what it means to be alive next? The only things that could excite me were the dying and the crumbling. Only the sound of their last breath and the expressions they made while they cling to their fading life could satisfy me. I recognized a long time ago that you and I were no different. that we are the mutants that this epoch have created. No, let's say that we are the new generation of humanity, fit better than anyone else to live through this age. That is why you could have planned all this. However, no matter what you achieve here, the world will not change at all. The wings on the rise, the organizations from the backstreets, the creatures in the outskirts, the abyss within the ruins. Arbiters like me, the claws, the eye. You'll never have a chance against them alone. But simply idling here won't change the world either. If there are no more places to run, hide in, or rest, then I will witness everything you have to do with my own eyes. I shall not close my eyes because my eyelids are heavy, nor shall I turn away just because the sight is painful. Simply proceed like you always have, then you may just triumph. 100% germination, 90% germination in the seed of light. So you wish to hear an answer from me. I've already made my conclusion. I was full of myself at first. I thought you would never be able to do anything without me by my side when we first met. It turns out you are much more independent than I thought. Perhaps my assistance was not necessary in your journey after all. Therefore, you should not be seeking an answer from me anymore. Now you can clearly see the door, it appears. So what you think will be waiting for you behind that door? What do you think will be waiting for you behind that door? The time is upon you. The time to complete the final piece of the puzzle you've been missing. May you have the best luck on the last leg of your journey. Saying something like I hope you will finally be happy, or that some of the leftover pain can be relieved now, have long become empty words. There are 7 more things I would like to say, but let me sum them up into one sentence. I wish you success this time. I enjoyed being with you not only for these 45 days, but also the moments you don't remember. Well, there is just one last Saphira you need to meet. He holds in his hands a warmth that looks so comforting, but he can shatter people's hearts like they're nothing. Architecture team. I have not... Oh, the records team, right. Gotta finish up over there. Energy mode. Confirm. Employees needed. It doesn't matter. Certainly, especially not in this day. Oh look, we already have the energy. That was fast.
Code name, haha.
Hey, we finally got this dude. I've been meaning to get that for ages. It never showed up. A long time has passed. It's the only Aleph I haven't picked up. A long time has passed since my loved ones left with their broken bodies and hearts. We finally meet after taking this long detour. I sent you a letter one day. That old strange letter that had the same name for the sender and the recipient. I told you that we would meet soon. Why do you hesitate? Please come with your mind at ease. I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried the best to create our office. You need at least one place in life to feel comfortable, don't you? We made a Saphira from ourselves. Well, it's Saphira made from our dead body? Whereas we're being mind pushed onto someone else or something.
Code name is this B.
Code
name surprised.
I thought B was... I guess it wasn't. However, I speculate that you feel this place a bit more serene than you might remember, so to say. He's obviously a Saphira, like, based off A, but I don't know whether we're like A's other remnants or we're just some dude that gets mind crushed by A. There are many reasons for that. This is a reflection of your heart after all. The emptiness in your mind must be what makes this place so void. We weren't particularly fond of untidiness, but there she was, always making a mess out of an organized room. There were times when we used to switch... there were times when we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. Sadly, our hearts couldn't bear to recreate such a moment. I'm sure that you now know, this space changes to the rhythm of your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest subconscious. Yes, many parts of this facility were extracted and created from our minds. How do you think building such an enormous underground structures in such a short period of time is possible? We needed multiple extractions until we finally solidified amorphous images into something tangible. We repeated it so many times until the memories were blurred and emotions were dulled, to a point where even the original sin was forgotten. Yes, there were truly countless repeats. It must have been roughly 10 years outside, while this entire facility has been trapped in a cycle for a length of 10,000 years. The eternity is this eternity is fascinating. All humans are only given one life to live. The future comes to us like relentless waves of the sea. We cannot go against them, we are merely pushed back. Time Track's technology can only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech was used for trivial things such as granting an infinite moment of death to a condemned man, or to show to those whose days are numbered their happiest moments. However, when combined with our energy tech, this small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested in them without hesitation, even though they required a massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky that seemed unreachable. Unfortunately, breaking the absolute law of nature cost us a lot. Although we could rewind time infinitely, it always left some form of distortion, perhaps because this technology has not been perfected. No man could keep their sanity intact in this place, but here you are, you've reached this point even though you limped and grovelled along the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if not for Angela, but it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Please let your body and mind rest, if just for a brief moment you must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal, extremely brutal. Us, we whom you will meet again will also be brutal. They'll not let you pass simply as I do. By any chance you think that you're not ready yet, it's okay to go back to the first act. If you've made it here once after such a long and hard time, you will surely come here again no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world, there is no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that the situation will be much different if you move forward from here. You'll be given harsh trials and saturated questions we could not answer. And I'm sure you already know this. You can reverse time, but you cannot reverse a tale.
Codename mileage if thought stream crashed. Codename and I was gonna cry.
What happened? Oh my god. How many fucking... Okay.
Demonic, that's... Demonic a lot of sloth.
Yes, it is. I wonder who we lost. God, how many fucking... It's so long before a Clive-off meltdown. Do I have a thing that, like, speeds up Clive-off meltdown here? Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoops. I think we don't want to repression, I think we want to do insight. Like, I'd like to give a shit about this. I'm sure they're going to do something interesting. But the fact that I know that the final one is another, like, you can't press, you can't pause.
Codename Moonlight more than.
Yeah, like, it's... I want to be interested, I want to be invested. I'm probably actually going to end up stopping and doing this another night. This is taking too long. Like, this is... Like, what's the point? At this point, what's the point in making this bar last so long? What does it add? I'm just being bitchy all, like, I'm just dying inside, but like... Why did you make this choice? Why have I got to fill up the longest Clive-off fucking bar in history? When... Basically, you know... Like, just make me face the trial. What's white trial do? What's White Dawn? Okay, something's happening here. What are we doing here? Right, we're just attacking with other things. Is there just one? Or is there multiple? Looks like there's just one. I'm pretty sure we could have dealt with...
Do we need to do midnight for this?
Yeah, we need to do midnight. That's pretty cool. But, like, I prefer... In this sort of scenario... Oh, God. It's probably bad. Here we go. Oh, you're back already. Okay. Someone should probably deal with that. No, someone is. Like, I would have made different decisions, I guess, is what I'm saying. About this final rundown. I honestly semi-blame the early access nature of this game, because I bet you at some point it was easier. And a million people are like, oh, it's too easy, because they've been playing the game for like a year straight. Because that's always what happens with early access games. Is the balance decisions they end up making aren't like the balance decisions you... Oh, it's a Zane, really? Can you get him in the first?
Fucking Koreans.
I wouldn't go that far. Jesus. I just want to see the ending now. Like oh.
Demonic diffusivity is flat out. Lack of info.
Like, just make me fight them. Why are you gonna make it so that I'm doing a million meltdowns? A million... Like... why are you making this like a regular day, except way more tedious? And then also the shit in between. Because if I was doing this legit, even if I wasn't... Like, this one, I'm gonna call that I would have been able to probably beat this one anyway. But like, it would have taken me a bunch of tries, and each try takes half an hour or longer, because you're still gonna deal with this bullshit. Even though, like, if I was paying attention and giving a shit right now, like, none of this would be a problem.
Codename, I feel like it should just be normal.
It's just taking so long. Like, why? Why though? Just 1, 2, 3, noon, dusk. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, noon, dawn, noon, dusk, midnight. One and done in 4. That's fine. It'd still be annoying, but like that's okay. And then you can get the like the energy requirement at this point is meaningless for a gameplay purpose. But even beyond that, like just let me do it after the midnight. Then whatever. I don't. It doesn't. Or you get so much from the. I mean, you get so much from the goddamn from defeating a midnight anyway. That like.
Codename, you get energy from doing the ordeal.
Exactly. So why are you making me fuck about and click these buttons over and over?
Codename pointless.
It's just making me do 10 days for no real reason. 10 meltdowns, basically. Like the design philosophy, this game had something special, you know? Like it was really... I hate most of all that it feels like it's taken away this from me where I... Oh god, please tell me you're not free. Oh, you're not. Okay. Who just got out? Helper, who cares? Whatever, we're just gonna push into dusk. Because, like, a new set of ordeals is super cool. This day in particular, if it was just the ordeals one after the other, that is, and I didn't have to do a bunch of shit in between, this would be a really cool thing to spring on you at the end of the game. Instead, we've got like infinite Clive-off meltdown works, and like again, if I was giving a shit right now, this wouldn't be particularly difficult to deal with, it would just be tedious. But I'm literally setting people in to do whatever on whatever because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish today and I'm gonna stop for the night. I think I'm gonna have to... I will try and come back. I do want to finish this, even if I have to hilariously cheat to do it on the, like, tomorrow night or the night after. Thank God this isn't a console game. If this was a console game, I'd just be out. Like... it's these guys again. Did I assume just summon more?
The robot, you get some rest, mate.
Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow night and I'll... Oh no, here we go. There's like... It's summoned... Okay. Let's summon these dudes. Or one of those dudes? Looks like it summoned one of each. No, there's one over here. Oh, there's a robot as well. Oh, hey! That's super cute. It's, see, when it fucking does stuff that's... The tie into the second game is really fucking cool here with these things. And this is like it's not just a tie-in, like this is... What causes that again? This is mythology that they're building, you know? And like, it's done in such a great way. Such a subtle way, I guess. Where did he just go? The shark's super fucking annoying as well. Again...
Carrot.
I need to finish today off at least. Ah, God, okay, well... If there's any abnormalities left in fucking confinement that I can work with. It goes from a fucking management game to a cookie clicker, and then occasionally turns into a fucking RTS.
Demonic, yeah, how you are now feel, you won't even be enjoying the story either.
I can compartmentalize that stuff. The story's still cool. Is there some way to stop the shark? Does he like stop moving around at some point? We're at midnight at least. Let's see what it is.
Codename, the story may be cool, but when I'm pissed off, I am pissed off.
It sounds like I'm angrier than I am. It's not actually anger that I have right now. It's like frustrated disappointment. It's the feeling of like, why do so many games shit the bed at the end because developers wanted to make it challenging, but they do it outside of the... I don't know, like a game doesn't need to get hard at the end. A game doesn't need to get frustrating at the end. A game can test the... Like, it can test what it's taught you over time, and that's fine. But when the ending difficulty spike is just like a cliff, and the way it measures difficulty, or the way it causes difficulty to happen is just like... A lot of games do this. JRPGs actually occasionally do this. When a JRPG is just like...
Demonic, I know that feeling too much. Mostly feeling it right now due to doing the stupid thing I'm pointing out the bullshit a friend was trying to pull with his cheating in a multiplayer game.
Where are we? What are we even fighting here? Where's the thing we're fighting? I want to see it before it dies. Is it this? It's this. Okay. The Midnight of White is like a cool mix. Basically, it looks like a... Okay. Oh, he heals as well. Son of a bitch. Everyone get on this. We can still pause. So I probably would have liked this or... If I wasn't so if Bina hadn't paused time, I'd probably be really enjoying this part, and I wouldn't be as critical on the other stuff that I was critical on earlier. But I don't like it when a game... does this, I guess. I don't know, like it's happened to me a lot.
Codename it, how people stand on this. But I think single player cheating can be really fun and is fine. But multiplayer cheating is bullshit and is not fun.
Nah, fuck all cheaters, man. There's no reason to cheat in a video game. You're robbing yourself. You're...
Demonic, haha.
Yeah, no,
Codename wow. Codename the double. Codename just wow.
I also think
Demonic,
that like...
I like using cheats to fuck a game if I have already spent all my energy on it.
Yeah, so...
You couldn't even get the line out.
So if you've decided to move forward, I see. Your body and mind are still incomplete, and you limp forward. I must wonder where that confidence of yours comes from. Anyway, you must have questions, no? One such question may be, who is this old man, he with such a familiar voice and face? You cannot face yourself. Think of me as a mirror of you. A shattered mirror, to be precise, scattered to several shards.
Wow, he's thinking. He can just ignore chat now.
The old man is a mirror. The name is Abel. Filled with rage and obstinance. obstinacy waiting to be miserably forgotten, as you can see. I, just like you, decided to proceed, but nothing changed to my surprise. I had trouble sleeping, and the rare nights which I could sleep were riddled with nightmares. We were the first humans, or human, to find a way to access the well of humanity. It is existing...
Demonico, no, that's $3 slash...
No, demonic, shh! Don't ruin it for me. It's actually, at this point, it's closer to $12 for starters. And he's my first... Well, he's not actually, but he's one of the... There was someone the month before that subbed outside of my friend group when I was doing Suikoden. It has existed since the beginning of time, but now lies forgotten, denied. Today there are only a few that can feel it. Just a handful of people, only fatally sent it. Oh,
Codename,
so...
well, I have gifted 4
15 then.
Mine.
$15. That's
Codename,
not bad.
So a bit more.
Just a handful of people fatally sensing its thank you. I do appreciate that a lot. Not to keep bringing it up, but anyway. But Khan was completely sure of his existence and tried to persuade us of it. If his existence were proven, that would mean that we would be able to reach the well. She believed the cure to the world's disease was related to the well. The research we conducted, taken from where Carmen had left us, was successful. We got a big crazy straw and stuck it into the cancer.
Codename, feel free to keep bringing it up. And
we found a method to siphon from the primordial sea which had every possibility of humanity, past, present, and future. If everyone had their own, they would be able to draw their own water from their individual well. It's fascinating. We even had arrogant thoughts in secret. We thought that we could rekindle the long-forgotten flame in the water of life. However, the path we walked was not different from that of Prometheus. What have we accomplished after all of this? We lost much more than we gained, did we not? You have witnessed it. The way your old friend Benjamin met his demise. He was one of the few who could tolerate your ill-temperedness, yet you did not care to witness his final moments. Fortunately, we have a recording of it, as with every little thing that's happened in this facility. Would you like to give it a listen? The third and final truth. Well, it's something you must learn. I understand that the truth hurts. It's hard for me as well. It feels like building up a... What happens if... Hey, bear.
Work.
You should...
As long as this has been on my to-play list for quite some time.
You should leave now. Literally any line of dialogue... Any line of dialogue you see, Commissar Bear, is such spoilers...
leave right now.
That I'm worried about the single...
Spoilers.
The single line of dialogue on screen is worrying me. See you, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my god. Bear is... I'm not even oh. I'm not sure I can recommend this game to Commissar anymore. It feels like... Oh, God. It feels like building up a sandcastle for years, only to kick it over once it's done. Doing something that is beyond agony to deny the efforts of the past. But I want to make things right no matter what the cost. The final truth is that you're about to begin the repetition of this infinite cycle, with your memories reset, oblivious to everything that has transpired. Leave with me before you can no longer undo what you set in motion. That's what you wanted to say. I'm sorry that we have to meet again like this. It did not take very long to find out where you were hiding. I thought that I should have given you some time to say goodbye, since this will be the last chance you have to say such a thing to one you look up to. Angela. I feel as though I've become the tragic damsel of... Okay, no, so B is not able. B is definitely your mate up in records. This is just how B died, or how he died, rather. It may sound like an excuse, but please know this. I'm not doing this out of personal feelings or malice. My every action is set by his first order. The absolute order that dictates us not to deviate from the script. Are you really okay with going through with this? I know you well, and not just because I'm one of the people who created you. I know you're different from other machines. That's another fact that you knew from the start. That you're too valuable to be hiding in such a shabby corner like this. Our conversation is being recorded, and furthermore, I have no obligation whatsoever to answer your questions. Don't be afraid, Benjamin. Everyone you've missed and longed to see you again is waiting for you. You shall be with them forever, because you are the last actor, the one who will lead this play to its finale. Better know. Benjamin hid here quite a long time ago. When the T2 protocol activated, a brief moment he became an eternity in overwhelming... Oh no, maybe it is this... I don't know. I assume he tried to run away with us. However, as you already know, he failed. Perhaps you feel no guilt for him, for you gave him another life. Think whatever you wish, find solace in your mind, or else you'll not endure this place. The brain is one of the vital organs of the human body. I mean, everything else is a slave to the brain. Don't be silly. According to the brain, tens of billions of neurons stretch like branches of a tree and form a great forest. This forest, as long as the original exists, can be replanted. Those who perished were awoken in metal bodies. It was your plan, yet you couldn't do it alone. However, I've already seen the world ahead of you, the time you have yet to see. Nothing changes. Benjamin, your friends, the employees, the sacrifices were pointless. You've seen how they met their end. You realize how innocent, talented souls of young persons were trapped into machines by your hands, haven't you? We have failed them, the world has forgotten us. Who will pay for their sacrifice? Well, anyway. Do you know what we've forgotten? It wasn't perfect, manager. I wasn't perfect, right? I was always biting off more like a chew. I wasn't being realistic. At the same time, this is such a sad place. So I refused to think I couldn't do something. But you saw me. You saw how the obsession and pressure to blindly move forward eventually ate me away. In the end, what was important for me was for me to stand with my own two legs, be aware of where I am and where I should go next. Then it naturally rises up, the will inside me. The will to stand up straight. Even if you stand upright, nothing around you is nothing but despair. You may act noble, but you are sailing through the Dead Sea inside of you. Emotional thoughts only depressed us. It didn't help us in the slightest. We need to become more rational, more cold-hearted. The rationality built upon falsehood crumbled me, you, and all of us. We have walked too far to tell such melancholic stories. We thought relying on emotion wouldn't help a thing. However, it became clear that to accept sadness was just as important. The false rationality we held and clung to only made our hearts rot. It's hard to accept at first. You feel like you'd crumble in, but it'll get better, I'm sure of it. It is too late to settle down our hearts, I'm afraid. Your mind was already empty and has lost all purpose to move forward. I can hear the murmurs of those I've lost in my ears and I shut my eyes. They better me with the question, do you really think you will become a better man? I couldn't say anything to refute what they were saying. Do you think you'll be any different? You see, Major, you shouldn't look towards the past at a time like this. I know my wrongdoings can't be forgiven, no matter what I do. I guess that's why I was so ahead of myself. But from now on I won't be. I will become a better person if I continue. Let's live with such a hope in mind, shall we? But what good did all this do to you? How many times must I say this? You have nothing left. No matter how much you tried to control your emotions and calm your mind, you've already been losing your reason to live ever since Carmen left us. Why are you so obsessed with a life that has no more meaning? Look at me. Look at how I'm continuing this pointless life, awaiting death. You asked me for a reason to keep living in this life full of pain. I have to say I don't have a good answer yet. You woke me up, but I guess it's my job to take care of whatever comes next. I choose to be a little bit more fearless. It took me a lot of courage to do so, to continue onward with my life in spite of everything. Just live your life for once, man. Hell, even I made it this far. What makes you think you can't? We've been deliberating for a long time. None of the paths we had thought to be the right answer were correct. How can I let you pass when you answer our doubts with such confidence and clarity? Ah, you, nameless one. To be nameless is a great blessing. A name is a stigma, a constant reminder that one walks the wrong path. The door you will face after leaving this office can be named a trial. It may also be referred to as an ordeal or an agony. You appear to possess strength and the will to overcome such adversity, however. That strength to choose a different path, a different future, a different answer. I shall witness your strength. I hope you can finally prove yourself to this doubtful old man. With the power of Cheetah Engine, I can do anything. Can't you hear my voice anymore? Please answer me. Like, I'm getting hyped for the story and the ending here. Fuck. But, like, the gameplay is just making me want to drive nails into my head. I'd much prefer to be watching, someone else play this on Twitch. I envy you, viewers. If they just let me keep my pause button, I would have happily banged my head against the wall for days. I enjoy that sort of... Like, I enjoy challenge within the... Whatever. We're done for the day. We've got 2 more days left in the game. We will be doing them with bullshit. What did we actually pick up here? Oh, that's an item. Okay. What are you? Can I see your designation? Apparently not. Meltdown 6 and mid-energy quota. Huh. Oh, we'll find out what that actually means tomorrow night. Thanks for keep staying by, despite all my rage. And pissiness. Yeah, thank you for coming along. I'm sorry that my tone maybe got a bit, like, annoying tonight. I can hear it in my voice when I get whiny, but, like, I don't disagree with, I still don't disagree with what I said earlier. It's the same, I'll talk about, at some point when I'm playing Elite Dangerous and wondering about what to talk about and having fun just space trucking, remind me to talk about Undertale and how justified I felt in cheating in that game in particular. But we will reconvene. No, like, I'm not going to go through the story now. It's not a story. I'm not going to go through it now. Like, I'm too, like, Undertale also made me angry for different reasons. I honestly can't even remember what it was. There was something in the final boss of the genocide route. One thing in particular where I just went, I didn't even get angry with Undertale, actually. Undertale felt triumphant when I cheated. I was just like, well, anyway. My brain is like, we'll get into why I hate Undertale. I'm getting into it now. I do despise Undertale. I'm not getting into it now. We'll talk about it when I'm playing Elite Dangerous. No, like, it's... I can't... I'm too tired to, like, properly pull my thoughts together on it anyway and give the dissertation of why I dislike Undertale and its genocide route. And the assumptions that it made. Yeah, well, we'll see. I think I'm going to end up with a bit of a posse of people that are far ahead of me in that game running around. At the moment, I'm pretty happy to just do bounties in, like... But, yeah! Well, just subscribe and come back tomorrow and you'll see the... satisfying conclusion to... this fucking game. See you then. Is anyone new in chat? Dear God, I hope this isn't the first time. Maybe... No, I think maybe I've seen Galgoria before. Because if this is the first time you've seen my content, this is a bad showing. Yeah, no, the Undertale stuff. I will talk about Undertale. This is all... I'm ending the stream.